surrounding and strength to get the ball downfield. But he also can escape and make big plays. You almost forget that someone has to carry the ball. The offensive line to create space up front.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. They go to Hillman on the screen. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They run with Washington. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. On now, the 5th-year man, Marquette King, to kick it away. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Eric Walden in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Returnable here from the 38. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is... They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for San Diego first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't...
And now Roethlisberger signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out So many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? It might have caused him to drop it.
And that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that wind at his back that time may have just given it the juice that it needed for 3.
And I tell you, everything had to be perfect here. Good snap, good hold. He's got to drive it low and hope. Like you say, they gets a little help from the wind. And wow, it does just sneak over the bar.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. He's probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield. And now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
That's just flat out a terrific play, because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Chargers a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Owen Daniels, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jacksonville as they get ready to go. On first down, Tannehill. And Rudolph has it left side. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. On first down, it's Tannehill. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. Third down here. So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And a sideline pass, that's caught by Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this. Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. Hey, I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things.
3-3. Watch 14.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. In on the tackle, the rookie Xavier Howard. Second down following the run.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
You know, times have changed, right? The old-school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Offense needs 11, have to think pass here on third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play.
Under pressure, he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Quentin Coples in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is taken at about the 14. Oh, another spin.
Hard to line him up when he does that.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Chargers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quentin Coples in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, 6-inch target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Caught on the left side by Ginn. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Tannehill on first down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his second touchdown of the game. His third on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Time for a break. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Tannehill surveying the field. The left side throw complete to Adams. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
This complete left side to Aguilar. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Andrew Hawkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And his kick is right through. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 8 yards on the screen there. Not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. It's really something. Even when he's hitting these from distance, big-time distance, he manages to put them right down the middle, doesn't he?
No doubt about that one. Never a doubt. And this is no extra point. That's 50-plus. And that's the definition of splitting the uprights.
And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it
call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a... So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes. Like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that. We